Hey, we indigenous living, man, and today I'm just talking about, man, that when everything doesn't seem to really be going your way on your homestead, man, you just gotta keep your damn mind right and just try to keep your shit together, man, because this shit, everybody online, it's all easy peasy. I made 100,000, I did that, whatever the fuck. I'm putting in a French drain here. I'm going to do a whole video on that, so that's coming soon. Haven't been able to finish this project due to the amount of rain, but you know, I grew a couple crops over here, some radishes, some garlic, and I thought the soil was a little better, but let's look. Let's look. Let's look. No, nothing. Um, and that's one of the big issues I'm having now is my soil is not nutrient enough to seem to grow a lot of stuff. It'll grow certain things, but other things it's not growing. So it just has not been prosperous, man. And you know, to bring in a truckload of dirt is about $800 to $1,000, and you know this shit adds up quickly, especially when I need a couple truckloads of dirt just to fix that driveway. Then I need a couple more to start really getting some better soil so I can grow. Because as you can see right here, none of these radishes produced anything at all of significance, and it just can be a little disheartening. So I just want to talk about, you know, the downs, man, and really getting started, because this is my first year. This is my peach tree. That seems to be okay. Planted a whole bunch of onions here. They're disappearing, and I didn't think animals ate onions like that. And then the ones that aren't disappearing, because this is real sandy soil, don't look like it's growing anything anyway. So this is what this video is about, man. Everything's not gonna be peachy and great and 100,000 and I did this and I did that. I think the first couple years being on your homestead is really going to be a lot of trials and tribulations and really just figuring out the lay of the land. All my land was full of trees. I bought this 2023 in May. This was all trees here. I cleared all this out, so I'm still learning. As you can see, I'm having issues with water. I put a greenhouse down here to try to grow stuff here. It kept getting flooded. I even put like a little culvert here, filled up with dirt from the water. Look how much dirt comes from the water and the rain. And then I'm gonna give you another view. This is on the other side, but I want to give you another view of it going downhill. See, all of that's downhill. So all that dirt I brought in, I paid $400 a load for that red dirt right there, and it's just being washed away. $400 just washing away and fucking everything up. But hey man, that's the way it goes, man. You just got to keep going, or you can be a quitter, which, you know, I really wasn't raised to be. So I'm just showing you, see how these streams are catching. I'm hoping that French drain will catch some of it, but I'm still gonna have to bring in more dirt and divert this water so it runs off in a place where it's not going into this greenhouse, because I really would like to keep this greenhouse there, and I do have another clear top for that. I'm not using that green tarp, man. That shit ain't no good. So let's walk down to the makeshift garden so you guys can see what's going on here. I do have a couple blueberry plants, you know, so at least that's coming somewhat okay. Got a couple blueberries on there. That's that fast shout out to the blueberry farm. Got some more onions over here. That's real sandy soil, so honestly I don't think they're gonna do much either, but we'll find out. Got some blackberry plants I bought here. We'll see what happens with those. I don't really know. So let's step into the so-called garden that I kind of have given up on because I have to work. I realize I have to work to buy the soil. If I'm working on the farm, I'm not going to make enough money to buy the soil. So it's a catch-22. This whole row was full of garlic. Now it all has disappeared. So something's eating all the garlic. I'm not really sure. I didn't really think a lot of bugs, animals or whatever ate garlic. So that's why this is a little disheartening, because I was like, man, I'm going to just grow onions and garlic because that's not something that most animals will eat up. But guess what? I'm wrong. See, that's some of the garlic, but that's been in there for almost 6 months. No progression. So it's just, these are the things I think people don't talk. I like to talk about the things people don't talk about, because everybody's talking about when everything's good and all that, but it's like, dude, when everything's bad, how do you bounce back? How do you get your mind right to keep going? You know what I'm saying? Because I think most of the times things are going to be not as good as they are good, and it takes time, especially when you're first starting a homestead, to get it good. So look, all these radishes, absolutely nothing, absolutely nothing. So I am going to have my soil tested to see what's going on. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? I'm going to have to bring in new soil. So what's the point of testing the soil if you already can see nothing's growing out of it? This is some potatoes. These aren't really doing good. But, I also grow mushrooms. That's on my other YouTube EA mushrooms. I'm actually going to eat these tonight. A little bit of blue oysters growing out off this mushroom compost. But I was using the mushroom compost to try to grow the potatoes, but yeah, man, I've kind of given up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. These are melons. These melons are freaking delicious, but they've been stunted, not growing at all. So that's some more potatoes back there with more, mushroom compost from the straw. But it's just not there, man, and it's okay. It's not always going to be there. It's just figuring out what you got to do to get it there. So let's go over here. I think one of my friends planted some chives over here. It's hard to see them in between all the weeds, but they seem to be doing okay. I had some other garlic over there that has disappeared also. So I know there's a rabbit around here somewhere, so maybe it's the rabbit eating it. I don't know, man. It's all good, Nature gotta eat too, man. So I can't really be mad. Maybe next year, outside this fencing, when I get some new dirt, I'll just plant a whole bunch of plants. This is a random tomato that grew up out of nowhere, so that's pretty decent. That, I'm gonna be honest, tomato seems to be the only thing that's growing in here. So and I did plant some tomatoes late last season. That's some chard from seeds that just grew up out from last year. These chives look like they're doing pretty good, especially with all the rain we got. So look, the chives are doing okay. The tomatoes, they seem to be growing somewhat decent. They got some flowers, so maybe they'll start fruiting soon. And then this other tomato plant here. So yeah, the tomatoes seem to be doing okay. They would probably even be doing better if I hit them with some mix, with some fertilizer. But I'm just kind of burnt out. This is onions on this row. The onions seem to be staying. They don't seem to be disappearing. So that's a good thing. So I am happy about that. Nothing's eating the onions. But this whole line too was full of garlic. And I guess after whoever ate that other row of garlic has now come over to this row of garlic. And now these garlics are disappearing. So it's all good, man. We just, hey, man, it's the trials and tribulations of life, and just understanding, man, nature's gonna do its thing, man, and you got to figure out how you can work more in line with nature, so you're not fighting against it. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to fight against nature and excuse all the trash and stuff. I just haven't really been motivated to clean it up. This is where I flip all my buckets for my mushrooms right here. The mushroom flipping station. I grow mushrooms out of buckets. Like I said, you can go to EA Mushrooms on YouTube to check all that out. And then I want to show you this over here because I have this small greenhouse here. I was going to do a grow in here, but I just really don't have the time, energy, and funds to put in it. It's really more energy than it is the funds, because when I go to work, I'm tired when I get back home, so it's just a lot. So, and over here, I need to buy more dirt, and these are some more melons I'm just showing you that are stunted. They're not growing. But where that greenhouse at is where you're looking at. I have 1,000 square foot greenhouse I want to put here sitting in my driveway, but I probably got to bring in about 3-4 truckloads of dirt to smoothen this all out. So and then I want to put it all automated on irrigation, so I don't have to put so much time and effort in. I can still work, still grow, do it all. But hey, man, everything takes time, so be patient, get your mind right, man, and don't let this shit stop you, man. Peace.